Hello everyone, I'm Squallcasting, bringing you yet another team game submitted to me by Absolute Chaos. A good friend of mine, he sent me several replays. I'm playing here as the pink Zerg. Down here I've got another buddy, yellow Zerg, and green Protoss, also a friend. That's not their actual names. This guy's name, his name is not Green Protoss. But that would be interesting. Anyways, so I'm just gonna change it back to team colors. Why is it not changing it? Oh crap. Okay, it's just gonna be a mess. It could be that it's because this is from an old patch. This game was played back in like September 2011, so nearly a year old. And it's not letting me change the team colors. Well, whatever. Anyway, so, try to do some analysis now. There's a pylon going down. What an enormous surprise. I'm trying to remember if this team map is still in the ladder rotation. I haven't played that many 4v4s this season. But as you can see, that's 4v4. Each pairing of players gets a single ramp that they can wall off together. Or just not wall off at all. Kind of depends on your preference and how worried you are about laying run-bys. So we do have Terran Zerg, Protoss going up against Zerg, Protoss. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Northern team has a little bit more variety as far as the units they will be able to get out. But in the grand scheme of things, probably won't make that large of a difference. So both sides are scouting. Pretty typical. Let's pull that up. Holy crap. I don't know why I pull that up. I just pull it up for the shock factor of, oh my goodness, data. And then I just close it right away. It's just too much stuff. Anyway, so Pink here looks like he's going for a Speedling opener. He did get that gas pretty quick. Not too fast. Not the Speedling the moment, or not the speed the moment the spawning pool is done build. But speed pretty soon after spawning pool is done build. Wow, why can't I talk now? Maybe it's because this is the 8th thing I've casted today. And you may be thinking, dude, are you insane? No, I'm not. I just have a day off and I want to catch up on casting. I did like none last week. But in any case, Green here looks like he's gearing up for... Okay, just wants to get some upgrades. Pretty darn typical. Very fantastic. And Blood Faucet here. That name always makes me giggle, man. It's just... Blood Faucet. Oh man, it just makes me think of like anime series where, you know, maybe the guy sees the girl in like a slightly compromising situation. There's like guys with blood fountains out from his nose, and it's like so much blood, and the force is so strong that like knocks him over and he crashes through the wall. That's what the name Blood Faucet makes me think of. Oh boy. So this is about the most intense thing going on the map right now. This SCV running away from this Zergling for dear life, but sadly, the Zerglings are just a little bit faster, so it will die eventually, especially if it tucks itself into a corner like that. And the Link do come to save it, but nope. Zergling gets away, so what are they going for? So we got 2 racks here. We have a Baneling nest. Okay, that's kind of cool. Banelings are always fun. Getting some Spore Crawlers in the back. Clearly worried about air, even though there's not really anything like that in the way at the moment that I can tell from glancing at this briefly. Looks like Purple's going for Stargate play. That's fantastic. Getting +1 air attacks. So that will make his Void Rays much more effective, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be Void Rays. What? Phoenix? Okay, it's Phoenixes. Oh, got a bit of a Zergling run by from Blood Faucet. They do not have speed, but they will pick off some probes and generally be annoying. And oh wow, they have nothing. They're going to have Phoenixes. They'll be able to pick up 2 Zerglings, and that'll be it. And those pylons are going to go down, and not so much is going to be done. Oh wow. Red has arrived with some Zerglings to help clean up, as well as Teal's Zealots. So he will be able to help out. Or wait, is Teal in the... Okay, Teal is their friend. Why can't I do colors anyway? So these Stargates are unpowered, and it looks like the Zerglings have been cleaned up, but there's a bunch more here now. And blood pull. Oh no, you found out that one of my friends has the name Tim. Oh no. Anyways, so quite a few Zerglings, but results are pretty darn good. Phoenixes, Zerglings have no answer to Phoenixes, but the Phoenixes can't really do all that much, so not too concerned about that. And it looks like Baneling did get in and clean up kind of everything. Yep, there we go. And these Phoenixes are moving out, starting to pick away at some Overlords and generally be annoying. And if you're and any time I'm playing like a 4v4, if I'm Protoss and Blue just leaves the game, guess, oh, this is why. He's upset, man. But these Phoenixes are definitely doing a fair bit of damage, and there isn't really any sort of answer for them yet. There's a Void Ray coming out, but Void Rays are not the best ever against Phoenixes, I'll tell you that much. I got even more Zerglings surging upwards to deal even more damage, because, well, Blue doesn't really have much of anything. What else do we have coming out? Ooh, not Phoenixes, Banshees! I know my racial units. Oh wow, 3 Starport Banshee on 1 base? This must be a team game. You would be getting more income from Blue, but at this point they're just like, he's dead, whatever. Let's not even bother. I mean, they're sending out some Zerglings, but it's not really enough Zerglings. Actually, it might be. They might yet be able to save this. Here we go. The duel of the century, or maybe not. Neither side really wants to engage. It looks like these Lings are going to run on up and deal even more damage up there. Phoenixes are cruising around, but there are Spore Callers now to repel them. And it looks like they're going to return on home, or maybe not. Going to pick off a few more probes and generally be very, very irritating. And still lots of Zerglings up here trying to kill things. There are a bunch of Banelings there to scare the Zerglings away, because as we all know, whenever a Zergling has a nightmare, it's that there's a Baneling, and it's right next to it, and it's going to explode. Zergling nightmares, guys. Make it a hashtag on Twitter. I want to see this trending. Anyways, so it looks like they've managed to save this, so at some point they might build some probes there just to reproduce. And oh, interesting, 2 minerals, 2 gas. I guess when he left, that was like what was left over and it couldn't divide it up. Oh, okay, when they built the probe, it used up the 2 minerals, so okay, interesting. So yeah, they'll repopulate that, get themselves a little bit of additional income. But the southern team's looking pretty darn strong at this point, but there's a lot of Banshees coming up. This Darpo doesn't even have a tech lab. Yeah, he's like, whatever. I actually can't produce out of that consistently, so I'm not even going to bother. But this is a lot of Phoenixes. If they catch any army out of position, they will be able to kill quite a bit of stuff. And Green's base here is still very vulnerable. No photon cannons have gone up, so he's going to lose quite a few probes. The Zerglings are like, oh, come help! Start chipping away on the Nexus, because Phoenixes can't shoot buildings. I would love to see Phoenixes have some sort of like power where, like, if there's 5 of them, they can join their efforts together and pick up a building. I think that would be hilarious. And they're killing so many Overlords. There's definitely some Spore Callers there, though. So they are picking off some Phoenixes, but holy Batman supply box. 30 out of 40. And oh, those Banshees are starting to put on the hurt. And Pink definitely struggling at this point to deal with stuff. The Banshees do cruise away, and they dealt the damage they wanted to do. And of course now having to build so many Overlords to repopulate. And wow, these Phoenixes still picking off so many probes. It's being really annoying. And there's just so many of them that they can just sit in here and do it. And yeah, occasionally one will die, but they'll be able to kill pretty much all of the workers before that happens. But for the moment, looks like they're content to return home. And there are some Mutalisks out now. Wow, so the northern team just really likes air units, apparently. Phoenix, Muta, Banshee. Yeah, here is a composition you don't commonly see in 1v1s, because that's impossible. And I'm pretty sure if there were, like, pro team games, which I would love to see, somebody please make that a thing. But if there were, like, pro team games, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't see this composition too frequently. Because you kind of need, like, some ground forces. And, oh, wow, even more Banshees being produced. What sort of tech? Oh, Infestors. I hear Infestors are pretty good against Banshees, guys. We are researching Neuroparasite as well, so that will be fantastic. Not sure why you want to use Nero on a Banshee, but I don't know. Maybe if the opponents get Colossi later. This might have been before the change that made Nero Parasite have a shorter range. Actually, I'm reasonably certain it is. Does it show the range on here? No, it does not. Well, maybe we'll see that at some point, find out. And oh my, that's a lot of Banshees. These things will be able to kill ground stuff so fast. It'll be kind of ridiculous. Green here is building up a nice little carrier armada. And Banshees, well, they're not so good against carriers, but he is cloaked, so he's invisible now. Blood Faucet does have some Corruptors out, but they missed the Banshees entirely. And they're just, like, two-shotting everything. Or pretty close to that. They're using up so much ammunition, man. That's kind of insane. They are starting to be chipped away by things, and oh my goodness, the Fungal! Oh, man. All those Banshees died. And all they really did was kill a few Photon Cannons. The Phoenixes are in here again. There are carriers now, and oh, Fungal's on the Phoenixes. And you know, when you're playing a harassing style, where you rely on darting in, dealing damage, and darting back out, the one thing that can completely ruin your day is a Fungal Growth. And I always wonder, how does Fungal Growth pin down air units? Like, does it... Well, it says immobilizes target units. So, like, when a unit's on the ground, I always envisioned it being this growth that comes up and, like, entangles it. So, maybe, like, entangling roots in WoW or Warcraft 3, where, like, there's actually this, like, plant-like thing that comes and, like, pins you down. But how does that work against air? Like, does, like, stuff grow over their engines so they can't move anymore? How do they stay afloat then? I don't know. But anyway, we got a pretty big battle up here. Carriers are not the greatest against Corruptors, but there are Corruptors supporting the carriers as well, and it looks like they will be able to clean everything up. There are some Photon Cannons now, but there's also a lot of Interceptors shredding everything. And I do have to say, I'm quite sad that carriers are going away with Heart of the Swarm. They really are an iconic unit, and I would love to see Blizzard somehow get them back in. I assume they'll be around for the single-player expansion, and oh man, those Marines died very quickly. And there's still battle going on back and forth. Looks like Purple has bowed out of the game. All of those Vikings getting shredded. But yeah, like I do assume that carriers will probably be around for the Heart of, or what is it? The Void of the Darkness, Void of the third expansion. They told us the name. It's like Void of something. The Darkness of the Void. I don't know, but because like obviously the first one was Wings of Liberty. Second one is Heart of the Swarm. And then third one is Void of something, and I can't remember what it is. But in any case, I will look for the carriers to return then, you know, in the single player at the very least. But still battles going on, but there's a lot of infestors there. There will be so many Fungal Growths killing everything. Yep, there we go. Fungal Growths do disable that cloaking. And the Southern team marching on to victory. And I think, oh, this might have been before the Fungal Growth nerf, I think? I'm not sure. Oh no, wait, it wasn't. Because before it did 40 damage, but they didn't have this bonus versus armored units shenanigans. Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching this replay. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I was reasonably intelligible, even though my brain's starting to just run out of power because I've cast so much stuff today. But, you know, it's my day off. I want to cast a lot of games, and that way you guys have lots of content you can enjoy because, yeah, I wasn't super happy that I wasn't able to do any casting at all last week, so trying to make it up to you this week. So, thanks again for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.